there, so I'm back with another 9x12 layout. So today I'm trying to use up lots of bits of kits that I've got lying around. So most of the papers and the embellishments are from Pink Paislee Cedar collection and from Create Paper's Wonder collection. They were both kits from Like Forever last year, and I have used most of them, so there's just bits left, but they do coordinate really well. So I've printed out a really big photo of this sunset from when I was in Laos. It's 9x7 I think, so it fits straight across the 9x12 page. I have got loads of the manufacturing strips left, so I wanted to try and use them up, and I really liked the blue tealy colour, but as you'll see in a bit, I then figure out that there's a really nice feather motif on the back, so then I'm really torn as to which side to use. So I cut out a few strips of paper to try and coordinate, but really find that the dark blues don't really match in with what I'm wanting on the layout. I really wish I could have used them, but they just didn't really fit. So I move things around quite a bit at the moment, just trying to place things on. I'm surprised at how little space you have left when you use a big photo, so it's a bit different for my kind of scrapping. So I use this big sheet of the feather paper, which I think is from the Cedar collection, as kind of just a background to add a bit more pattern. And as you can see, I'm still faffing around with the strips trying to decide where to put them. So I'm inking my edges as I often do, so I think I just used a brown ink pad. I think it's a Stampin' Up one, just to add a bit of brown to the edges. It's actually a crumb cake in colour, so it's a bit more like a crafty colour rather than a proper brown. So I'm starting to stick everything together, and this layout comes together really quickly because of the large photo. So just tuck it behind the big photo mat, and then I switched, as you can see, I switched the top and the bottom one to put the white feather coloured one at the bottom, and just trim the edges to straighten it off. So I add my big photo. So now I need to think about the embellishments, but I actually find that quite hard to add with there not being much space left. So I get rid of all the papers and bring back my embellishments. So you see that Explore card, I really want to use that on a layout, but it doesn't really match in with this. You'll see it come up later on. So I've cut a couple of tags, one's just a plain craft cardstock, and then one's from the Cedar collection, and it's like a textured one with some stitching on in blue. So my thoughts were to add the journaling to the craft piece of tag at the bottom, to just give somewhere for my journaling to go. So it's just a bit of trial and error really with getting stuff together. So I'm just inking all my edges again and sticking things in. Trying to get them level with the top ones so that it looks like they coordinate. So I just use a little bit of glossy accents just to stick the luggage label tie down so it looks like it's just laid. So these puffy stickers I think were from the Create Paper Wonder collection. I've hardly got any left there now, so I think that'll be it. And these are my last two arrow embellishments from the Cedar Lane collection. I've used quite a few on previous layouts. I think you got 6 maybe in total. And I've just put them on some foam pads just to give them a bit more dimension. So I've got 3 alphabets out from these 2 kits, and I go with the Thickers doll ones, which are supposed to be called navy, but they're a very bright blue for navy really. I'm not always very imaginative with my titles, so I just went with Amazing Sunset for this one. I very rarely use a Z, so it was quite good. Then I just use some really, I do my journaling first, just on the craft cardstock, because I find if I put my journaling before I finish, then I can always add more embellishment around it, and I know where I'm going to put my journaling, well, because it's already there, so I'm not going to cover it up or then find I've got nowhere to write it. And then I just use these Cedar Lane word stickers just to add a few little bits and pieces. So they're kind of like a translucent blue background with a gold word on them. So I've just got this old Adorn It Mini Alpha, which I just put Sunset underneath in. I've had this absolutely forever, so it's really good to keep using it up. But you get that many letters that I've still got loads to go at. So I think I call that not far off done, but I just need a bit more texture. So in one of the kits we got some selection of sequins in colours to match the kit, and I'm just adding them in my usual little threes. And there we go, that's finished. Thank you for watching.